Logan Paul's wife is abusing him by the guy Mori. It's been a little bit of some time, Mori, but I'm back. Let's see.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like there is trouble in paradise for Logan Paul and his wife, Nina Agdal, as posted by Feared Buck on Twitter, saying Logan Paul and his wife, Nina Agdal, were caught on camera arguing in Paris, which almost led to Logan Paul stumbling.
Is this a blown out of proportion clip like always, bro? Oh, did she just try to trip that nigga? Oh! Oh, that's devious. And that's your wife, bro. That's devious.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the wife. As you can see, because I'm going to run this back. This particular clip right now is going viral and is making its rounds around the internet because, you know, for a long time, especially people like Dylan Dennis, they've been speculating that Nina Agdal and Logan Paul were going to be getting divorced. You know, they're married and everything. They're a young couple, but it seems like the marriage was forced. And as you can see, Logan Paul's entering the vehicle now, but for some reason, his wife, in case some of you did not catch it, I'm going to go back and check the frame. You could see that she's grabbing on. She's holding on to his leg for some reason. Like she actually wanted to trip him. You could see her in the vehicle in this luxury van, right? I don't know. She looks angry. She looks
nigga, she looked like Slender right here. I can't see her face.
Kind of upset.
No disrespect. No disrespect. I don't mean like she's ugly or anything. I mean like literally you cannot see her face.
But as he's walking outside, you can see she intentionally goes to trip him, right? With her boots, actually. You can see she literally and strategically, as he's entering out the vehicle, puts her
entering out, Maury. You didn't think to go back and like re-say that?
Legs around his legs to try and trip him, and he catches wind of that, and this is what he does. You know, he forces his leg out the way. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in an argument and your significant other is entering out a vehicle, never do this. They could actually get injured, and you know, it just makes you look like
has anyone else
other is entering out a vehicle.
Entering out, is this like a thing from where Maury's from? Because he's saying entering out when you could just be using the word exit, bro.
Never do this. They could actually get injured, and you know, it just makes you look like an asshole, right? I don't know why you're doing that. I'm not entirely sure why she thought that was cute. Like, imagine if the roles were reversed.
We always have to reverse the roles for people to understand, bro. I swear, it's so dumb.
Logan Paul, you know, it would negatively impact his PR, but since Nina Agdal is Nina Agdal, and I don't know what she does specifically. Listen, I don't know what her accolades are or what her achievements are aside
chopsticks is crazy.
Aside from literally being married to Logan Paul. If you guys can catch me up on her, I'm not doing any research. That's a waste of time for me.
Yeah, me too.
Feel free to air whatever she does down below in the comment section. You know, I'm aware, you know, she kind of reached peak popularity when literally everybody in the baby mamas was talking about her about a year or two ago before, you know, late Logan Paul got married to her. You know, I suppose kind of covering her dozens of romantic interactions with, you know, a whole slew of men. Listen, yes, I did cover the story back then, and you know, I made multiple videos about it, you know, kind of, you know, looking over everything. Now in the future, looking back at it, I wish I hadn't, because it's really none of my business. I really don't care. It's not like she's my girlfriend, my wife, or the mother of my children. I honestly, in this day and age, couldn't give less what she did in her own past.
I feel like I've seen her before, but at the same time, I swear I've never seen this face before.
But now the public has spoken. People are now saying, I bet she's so annoying to argue with. That big ass jaw and white ass eyes would be irritating to me. Those are not my words.
Jesus, dude.
That is somebody in the comments. Somebody else said, this is what happens when you marry a beep. We're gonna
a bop. See, that's where I was going when he said romantic relationships. I was like, oh, did he wife up a hoe, a 304? But again, I don't want to. I'm not trying to disrespect Logan Paul.
I'm gonna censor that out.
It is what it
is. Show that word on here, but it starts with a W.
I don't disrespect people's wives. That's low. That's low, bruh. Disrespecting people's wives is just like, come on, bro, stop.
And ends with an E.
Same thing other way around. Disrespecting people's husbands, bro, it's just, come on, bro.
E for the grammatically astute out there. Somebody said,
criticizing, different story. Disrespecting,
Who gives an F? The things people pay attention to blow my mind. Welcome to the internet, brother. Even people on TikTok are saying, Dylan Dennis was right. The Paul brothers always have abuser vibes. They get heated too fast. This divorce is gonna be faster than Britney Spears's. Natalia said, I can already see domestic violence charges coming his way. She should get out.
She? What? How is it him? Bro, the internet is full of remedial people, bro. She just tried to trip him out. How is it him?
Out while she can. And it's funny to me how they're kind of blaming, or some of them are blaming Logan Paul, some of them are, blaming her. But in this situation,
bro's getting tripped out, coming out the vehicle, and they're like, I can see domestic violence going his way. She should get out while she can. Even when there's video proof of her being the abuser, you still... I mean, dude, some people just hate men so much that it's just... Man, misogyny and misandry are just like, holy fucking...
I mean, she's so literally the one who tried to trip him. I don't know.
Both sides, bro. I'm so tired of it, bro. When are niggas gonna realize we need each other? The world cannot go around if there was only one. If there was only men in the world, wouldn't work. If there was only women in the world, wouldn't work. There's a reason life has a balance. The number one thing you should always take away from life, my camera just paused. Hello? What the fuck happened to my camera? You're gonna have to just cut all this stuff out. Okay. The number one thing you should take away from life, and it's like crazy that people just don't know this, is that balance is everything. There's a reason why things go well when you learn to balance shit. Balance the good with the evil. Balance the work and home life. Or job and home. Mind, soul, and body. Balance. There's a reason why there's balance, bro. All good is a problem. All bad is a problem. That's why there needs to be both. Yin and yang, bro.
Why domestic charges or domestic violence charges would be coming his way and not hers. But alas, at least we have somebody with common sense in the comment section saying she dead ass tried to trip him though. So at this point, a lot of people are just, speculating the end of this relationship, a divorce ensuing. And listen,
the Logan brothers are abuser vibes. Like what? You're watching a clip of a man getting tripped while he's trying to exit a vehicle, and your number one thought is abuser vibes. They always had abuser vibes.
Fortunately,
yes, I can understand that the reason why y'all are saying this is because immediate thought is, well, what did he do to her to make her want to trip him out the vehicle?
they're already kind of too deep into this relationship. I mean, they are married. They do have a child together, a baby girl and everything. GG. So if this relationship was to sour this fast, they've only been married about a year or so, right? Less than 2. If the relationship were to sour this fast, you already got Nina Agdal tripping and, trying to make this man bust his chin on the ground. And Logan Paul's a multi-millionaire wrestler / YouTuber, content creator. If they were to divorce, it would be tragic. He would lose a lot of money. It would be hell for him. And she definitely would have made one hell of a...
But he's still young, so he can get that shit back, especially since he's WWE. However, child support. Alimony. GG.
Come up now that she has a child with him. But yeah, the public posted another video saying Nina has to be Logan's karma because she's actually the wife from hell. Followed by this clip of somebody posting saying Nina Agdal calls Logan Paul boring. Oh, that is not good.
This stroller's gonna be assembled in no time.
This is boring. Nobody wants to watch this.
I do want to finish this. But I have to do this anyways.
So finish it quick and then build the other shit when they're not filming. This is boring.
Woo! Hey, yo.
Hey, Logan, bro. Logan, that's not a good woman, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's not. I mean, hey. Again, I have no say in the matter. This is not my relationship, but boy, that's a bad sight, bro.
I mean, imagine just trying to be a good a good husband, a good father. You're out here, I suppose he's trying to build some kind of stroller or whatever for his daughter. And I mean, what is she doing?
Oh my gosh, that's a stroller. What? Yo, actually, that's horrible. How is the mother of your child mad that you're trying to build the stroller? Build it when they leave. This shit is boring.
From just standing up and nagging him and looking at him as if he's a fucking slave. Like, God, how about you as the wife go over there, make him a sandwich? I don't know, hand him a fucking wrench, get him a nice cold bevy. Be of some fucking use. Like, I swear to God, I've had people literally do this to me in my life. I'm over here doing some task, a project, and they're standing over me as if they're the goddamn overseer. Like, they're my manager waiting for me to fucking complete the task at hand. Like, that would make me just leave the entire premises, I swear.
They'll agree with me.
Honey, nobody's agreeing with you,
No.
I swear. I mean, maybe some people will, maybe, I don't know, but I'm certainly not. Do you see his face right now, bro? Why did they post this
Load and crash out.
to the internet? This is why I swear to God, as a content creator, I could never post my business, my anything, my private life to the internet. Like,
Not saying that this would ever happen to me, but I understand where Maury's about to go with this. This is like, I would scrap this video completely. My girl does not talk to me like this. I do not talk to my girl like that either. However, if, let's say, a different life, I was recording a video and my girl spoke to me like this on video, I'm scrapping the whole fucking video. That's not going on the internet, nigga.
like that, like intimate moments. Like, sure, I can do content outside, vlog and everything, like I'm gonna be doing pretty soon. But the look on moments, like, sure, I can do content outside.
And it's like it's almost like the look of condensation or I just said condensation. It's like the look of condescending tone. This is like if condescending tone had a look. This would be it.
And everything, like I'm gonna be doing pretty soon. But the look on Logan Paul's face says it all. And as a content creator, I know, you know, some of these moments are exaggerated, but we still do have feelings and emotions. And I swear, hey, maybe the divorce allegations are gonna be, you know, I don't know, coming true. Maybe this supposed karma that Logan Paul is getting now is coming to bite him in the ass.
She's pregnant. We don't want any conflicts. Whatever Nina says, goes.
Whatever Nina says goes.
She's pregnant. We don't want any conflict. Yeah, bro. If you gotta say that, scrap the video, bro. Cause you know this nigga was loading a crash out, but he had to come back down to earth. You know what? She's pregnant.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Logan Paul's free to have his opinion, but I don't care, bro. Like, disabilities, which I suppose pregnancy is technically a disability, doesn't give you an excuse to be an asshole. It's not a justification for you to be disrespectful.
I hate that shit so much, bro. You being pregnant does not give you the right to be a dickhead to everybody around you. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It does not. Nothing gives you the right to be a dickhead to everyone around you, especially if they don't deserve it. And you just being like, oh, well, I'm pregnant. That's like the nastiest way of looking at life. That's like saying, oh, I got a cast on, so I get to be an asshole to everybody. So, nigga, you on crutches, you gonna be fine. That don't fuck up anything in your brain, being in a cast. It don't. Having a leg cast, that don't have nothing to do with your fucking mouth.
Or to be a jackass just because you feel as though that you're carrying my child within your womb. Like, nah, we're not. We're still gonna have some basic decency and respect in this household. Like, but that's just me, right? And this is why I'm probably never gonna be fit.
Again, I'm never talking about me and my girl. Me and my girl are solid, bro. She don't talk to me like this. I don't talk to her like that. There's no reason to talk to your significant other like this. There isn't. If your significant other is doing something for a video or just in general and you call it boring, that's gonna stop them from wanting to do anything around you. And then you're gonna sit there and wonder, why doesn't my husband like showing me anything? Why doesn't he like showing me his hobbies? Because y'all do. And vice versa. Why doesn't my wife come to me and tell me about any of her books anymore?
as a husband or a long-term whatever, because I just like expect
My girl always be telling me about the book she be reading. I just be saying, yo, that shit crazy, bro. Smut.
a decent like a baseline of respect from anybody regardless. Like you could have, I don't know, autism, Asperger's, you could be having a shitty day. Listen, I've had shitty days a lot throughout my entire life, and as I've gotten older I realized that it's not other people's responsibility to coddle me in my feelings just because I'm not feeling right that day. Like, no, I still have to actually talk to people and treat.
And you should not bring anyone down with you. That's a big pet peeve of mine, is if somebody's having a bad day and they want everyone around them to also be having a bad day because they're having a bad day. No.
People with a baseline
Stop
of respect.
projecting, bro. Stop projecting your fucking your bad energy upon everyone that's around you. That's no.
Out in public, because that is what we do in civilized society. Now imagine me doing that in public and acknowledging that I still have to be a decent person outside, but the person that you're in an intimate relationship with in private can't understand that that's how they're supposed to treat you in the privacy of your own home too. Like, guys, at this point in my life, man, I just want peace, bro, and respect and decency, and I want to have fun, and I want things to be a vibe. I'm not trying to do all this angry wife, crying kid, tied and bound by fatherly duties. Like, it's just, it seems annoying, it seems stressful, it seems like it consumes a lot of money, of which I don't have to waste. Like, I don't have time to see the numbers decreasing in my bank account. Like, nah, I don't have the patience, I don't have the mental or emotional bandwidth. And you know, here we can see this other clip of Logan Paul and his wife leaving this particular event, and he's just looking down at his phone, you know, being really distant from his wife, looks very disengaged and, you know, detached from the situation at hand. And I don't know what they were arguing about, honestly. I really don't care. This is a clip that's going viral and I'm a commentator, so, you know, I'm kind of just like, you know, talking about it. But the comments are saying, you know, you can tell he's still mad about something. Somebody else said, for that man, the cell phone is more important than the woman. Laura said, I don't think the death do us part is a possibility in this case. And somebody else said, marriage makes you happy, with a sarcastic looking side face, creepy ass pervert emoji. Listen, guys, throughout my entire life, people have just said that this is marriage, ups and downs, you're gonna fight, you're gonna argue, and, you know, there's gonna be happy moments, there's gonna be angry moments, you're gonna do all this nonsense. There's the roller coasters, and if that's the case, I don't want it, bro. Why the would I intentionally sign up for a relationship that could literally decrease my overall lifespan? I don't want angry moments. It's retarded. I don't even argue in my own personal life. There's nothing to argue about. If there's a problem, I want the solution. That's it. I'm not doing this emotional roller coaster.
See, and that's the problem, Maury, is that you listening to what all these other people are saying. That's not true. That's not true. Okay? I've been in this relationship with my girl for a long time now, and like, we haven't had any like explosive fights. We might have disagreements, but we nip that shit in the bud. That's it, bro. That's it. There is no like that shit they talk. Now, I will say there's no perfect relationship. Now that everybody should know that. You going into a marriage expecting it to be perfect 24/7, yeah, you're an idiot for that. But it's not as bad as they make it seem. I promise you, it's not.
And then, you know, leading to the possibility of domestic violence charges, as some people alluded to. I'm just not gonna do that. But feel free to air your opinions down below in the comment section. What do you think about this entire situation? Yeah, just gonna leave it at that, and catch all of you in the next one.
I don't get men who put their hands on their woman, and I don't get women who put their hands on their men. It doesn't make sense to me, bro. I guess I was raised differently, because I don't never. Okay, thank you. Somebody in the comments said it. Maury, I'm sorry, but like, bro, exiting the vehicle, no. Entering out the vehicle, yes. Like, bro, Maury, Bro was entering out the car so he can be exiting in the building. Oh my god. Maury, what the fuck is entering out? Entering out is crazy. Okay, all right. There's multiple people in the comments that said it. I'm sorry, Maury. I know these niggas on your ass, bro, and I'm on your ass too. But like, bro, you couldn't have looked back at your script or look back at the video. Like, maybe I should re-record that to say exiting out the vehicle, because W video, Maury, as always.